Thank you. Morning, morning. Doing well.
Booklet, you can scan
the other QR code is for asking questions. So I know people here are usually quite shy and don't like to ask.
To with you all today, representing our Honorable the State of the Sarudi, Utong.
Symbiosis in our farm. And this is integral with petai, one of my favorite beans. Inchet Madang and Tommy is not here. Inchet Madang is here, one of my favorite growers. Right, so this is the farm.
Well, Indonesian Kalimantan to the south and east makes up about 2/3 of the island. The two Malaysian states of Sarawak and Sabah, they make up about half the population. Malays, about 25%, and Chinese, about 22%. The Federation of Malaysia, formed in 1963. There was resistance by some. Back in the late 19th century, Liberica was still a contender, along with Arabica, not least after it showed resilience to coffee leaf rust.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
or tea. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Per kilo, and the Robusta was only about 2 ringgit. But still, we were able to make some profit for the community. And second point I want
the opposition, I was also the opposition within the specialty coffee against any system to compare. Let's say, if you have the same score, if you have a 78 coffee, and the next funny thing is you can measure it with machines. I'm German, I love machines. That is it. So someone also disliked the cucumbering, and so you see, this is the Asian coffee flavor sphere, and I'm not going to touch it so much. So that was Asia's response to nonsense, and
the inland rural areas of Sarawak, we realised there's a lot of different Liberica coffee.
And that was in 1794 by the Swedish botanist Adam. Where was that coffee being cultivated? In Liberia, in Westland. And even, say, back in the 1880s, these are two adverts, have many of the same characteristics as Excelsa and Liberica. Come from in the wild? Well, Liberica tasted the two species.
With some pens, we don't have 33 pens. So the pen is distributing the rolling part.
It was so lovely. We were going to
the variation year on year,
also to Belgium.
normally everyone in the coffee industry is already crying because it takes so long time. And that's a very nice comparison to compare and say in comparison to teak.
Getting further and further towards the back of the room with each question.
And how it differs from
Madam benar. Dia bukan.
Yang tadi.
Well done.
Okay, saya kontak ni.
You'll see that I'm not an expert in coffee, I'm not a botanist, I'm not an agronomist, and I'm not a cucumber.
Into coffee campuran. I got in touch with the coffee section of Department of Agriculture.
It's acceptable. And I think if you spoke to the judges a bit later when we do the presentation, they'll tell you that It was very...
A lot of areas. One area is actually team brewing. Usually when we have competition, it's a single. So now we have got one team here, one single team.
But it doesn't make the game. It's also we are not calling each other the first name, but the family name. Yeah.
I feel like it's we've got a pretty good crowd today. So give you guys a big
generation coffee producers. So they have been at this game, well not them personally, but their families have been at this game for a very...
What we did is we had the short, the small disc and large disc, and then we also have
been invited to this event. I have met in this past day a lot of friends and colleagues on the level of exchange.
Which is Kampung Jambu, the village of Jambu, and also in Bayur, next to a small township development, and it is about 1,600 acres.
2, 1.
Borneo Coffee Symposium 2025.
Elevating Malaysia's livery card to the world. We are at the crossroad. What do we do now? The market is...
Yes, maybe just 10 minutes.
Professionals joining us from around the world. And to all of the coffee lovers here today, we have roasters, baristas, producers, researchers, cafe owners, and enthusiasts all. So we won't be limiting ourselves to the usual Arabica flavor wheels or its typical flavor spectrum. Instead, we'll approach this with an open exploratory mindset. We'll test a range of coffee species to discover their flavor potential, market potential.
I have to clean my cup.
I grew up in the very humble coffee farming family in Vietnam. And in my family, coffee will never change the crop within our lifeline. You can see the picture.
Already, but I think this is probably where we want to start and focus this panel discussion going forward. Just to go down the line, maybe a very short answer from everybody. That's off, yeah? Challenges going forward for the coffee industry. In your view, what are the most urgent challenges that the coffee industry is?
Climate change and changing customer habits.
I would add the collapse of institutions managing the markets and managing the coffee sectors in each country.
Probably competition from different aspects of it, from the production to the sourcing.
Competition?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who need the beans, and there's very few beans.
Ah, okay, interesting. Yes.
Climate change and sustainability in the level of coffee farmers.
Okay.
I think I would just, well, climate change is the overarching issue, of course. But I would add volatility. I think that's a huge
In terms of
factor.
price,
price volatility.
I mean, do you feel like the coffee industry is changing?
On that, from that point, because you've mentioned washed coffee. So a question about processing innovations. New processing methods such as carbonic maceration, anaerobic fermentation, and enzymatic interventions are shaping flavor profiles in coffee. How can these methods be used to address global production challenges and not just specifically to the specialty market? In the Philippines, are these new processing methods? Are people crazy about these funky flavors produced by different?
In the Philippines, we are just starting on going to the new technologies of washing. Most of our farmers do not do washing, especially Liberica coffee.
It's the wash coffee, you mean?
In effect, I don't think 99% of people in this room, because they're not exported to Europe. But that might come. So I'm going to be very British and say that we have to think in a very balanced way about the EUDR regulations.
And unless we give much more incentives towards building the industry, which is very limited at the moment, because like the Philippines, we have more problems. I go like, what's a bigger problem?
There are two dimensions to this question. One is the regulation, the safety. I think as long as farmers...
Against the noodle, it becomes something else. And we're just talking about mee goreng, fried noodles. Yeah, Indomie rules.
For Earthlings, Rafe Penny.
Thank you so much. Now you know how it feels to be slowly approached on stage.
It's Squid Game. If I ever touch you, you're dead.
So before we end the symposium, I just want to first a big round of applause for Ms. Karen Shepherd. She's the cleverest and wittiest MC I know. Okay, so me first. When Kenny said that we're going to host another Borneo Coffee Symposium / competition / exhibition / group cupping / farmer visit / education program earlier this year. That sounds very Kenya. Let me take a breath here. My first instinct tells me to run away from the company. That's probably why you see me running around these 2 days, right? I like to run. But why? Because I'm a survivor of the first symposium. Also a product of Kenny's back in 2019.
I think the first symposium is more intense, right?
You tell me.
Yeah, with more politicians in the room.
Well, either way, hosting something like this is a brain cell suicide. Don't try this at home. But then now, we're halfway.
哇哦 ！Symposium 结束之后就下一场大雨，很好。
That's the basket, right?
That's the one I pre-ordered. You heard me in the car, right? Yes. So this is indigenous.
嗨，你好，你好，你好。Hello。 拍一下各位。
这真享受，他一来就一条。
对啊，很多人服务他。
哎，来了。
Guys, cross. Okay. 小心，Hugo. Okay. This is the fun part.
他方不方便讲？
Nice.
我听到的消息。
We are halfway. Sorry.
Are we coming back the same way?
The same way?
Oh, banyak simpan. Oh. Buat simpan ini. Wow.
Do you have any question for him? 有问题吗？问题来 any question? We accept question. Q&A session. Yes. Ada soalan? Semua orang malu sini. Ah, oke, 好，回答。Yes. Cantik kan?
Ini dah ambil live. Nanti ambil gambar lah. Yalah, lalu ni kita tak perasan.
Tai ke petai mà phó hai.
Mungkin dia melambai tadi. Kita tak perasan. Ni kita nak balik ada.
Kalau. Ya. Cute. OK。等一下就交给你们了哈。OK。
It's always going to be chewy, more gelatinous. It's like 14 days or something? Yeah. And just feed them to the whole.
Hi, buddy. Ayo.
That's great.
Schedule, timetable 出嚟睇下。这很难得的画面，来，3、2、1，3、2、1，很好。
No, not his characterizer itself.
Over there? Alright. Farm tree 又是大太阳。拍摄什么事情？这里 ，Hello， 这是疯狂的日，这好像这是 Excelsa 哎，阿季看到你的 Excelsa 了，这里，It's over here, it's over here, don't be crazy。停掉了。哦 ，good， Yeah. Hello.
Save also some medals for the other.
The rest is here yet?
Yeah, but he saved one. They want another results to be placed as well.
欢迎他们。